A meeting was called today to form a committee to plan and organize the 1st of May Labor Day rally, but all the unions were not represented, and so the event was reduced to talks about the way forward. At the first stage meetings with the unions, Minister Scott said he was still toying with the idea as to how to have all the unions together for Labor Day.
By the time I met the second and third unions, I was on much firmer footing, and that I want to have us organize with you one platform. So those of you who met me that first day would be aware and would be fully up to date with what was the idea that I had in mind.
Mr. Scott said he is not interested in promoting any political agenda about the idea of one rally come May 1.
I said in the papers yesterday, I had any interest in promoting the interests of the politicians. Politicians can never ever interfere with trade union workers' rights. We respect Article, I think 154. We also, as politicians, can never really gain anything from trade unions other than you are workers and that you're also voters in Guyana. We see you when it comes to voting that you are a voter and a Guyanese citizen, and the political aspect we know that takes care of itself. In terms of using a union to promote the interests of an individual or a political body, that is a non-starter.
But what about the unions around the table? Are they in support of the idea for a united labor rally? FITOC first got up and supported the idea along with others.
As far as FITOC is concerned, we had always over the years tried to initiate unity in the movement established with us. We had tried to organize a united media rally sometime ago.
We see no problem with at least starting with this committee, and then at the TUC, whether separately they're separate unions or together as a body feel they want to fall in, then so be it.
The thing here is whether TUC agrees or FITOC agree or disagree. We here are representatives of independent unions, and we give the TUC and FITOC the mandate that they ought to carry through. So whether FITOC doesn't want to be a part of this unity rally or the TUC doesn't want to be a part of this unity rally, because we who are sitting here, who make up these two organizations, we have to decide whether we want to have this unity rally.
And Minister, my question is, if we all came here with an individual mandate from our respective unions, we should vote that way. What is the mandate we came with? The Ghana Public Service Union, we are here with a mandate for a united May Day parade and run.
GTU said if unions continue to have petty differences, then unity will never be attained. Minister Scott says while he recognizes the union's cry for the maintenance of their individuality and independence, he is happy for the show of support from most unions for the May Day Unity Rally.
Start off this morning by identifying or nominating ourselves to this large committee, and then from that committee we'll have the smaller committees being made from the large committee, which would be the planning committee, decorating committee, whatever, how we want to see it done. So since we are here representing our individual unions, could we have from you one representative from the union, who would be on the large committee?
17 unions were invited to the meeting with the Ministry of Labor, but only 13 showed up. The missing 4 were the GB and GW, the GPTW, and the GMM and GW. Only the GW sent a letter of excuse from the meeting.
I never knew you had such passion and such passionate leaders. I'm impressed. The consensus that has come out here is that you intend to push ahead with unity. I'm going to leave the room and allow you as trade unionists to go ahead, make a discussion, form your committee, and then summon me back and Then I plan to ask you to prepare a communique for the press, to which each of you or each union will be committed.
Andrew Weeks reporting for Safe TV2 Headline News.